Wake San Francisco.
That was such a weird intro. You didn't prepare me for that. Welcome to No Ordinary Friendship.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Teresa.
Let's catch up.
And we're not in San Francisco, so...
It's Full House.
I know, but...
Okay, I was just trying to spice it up. Got to keep things fresh because hopefully we'll get some new listeners this year.
No, we definitely will.
Hello, listeners.
Wait, did we already do a happy 2025?
We did.
Oh, that was last week.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're still in it.
We are still in it. So hello.
Hello, listeners. Welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us.
Yes.
Today, we're going to go through our 2025 bingo card.
Which, before we started recording, we both said ours are lame. So apologies in advance.
I actually thought it was a lot harder to do a bingo card this year versus
I thought
last
so
year.
too. I just didn't have anything to put.
There's no big event that's coming up.
Yeah. And I just feel like I don't know anything about the world to be like prophetizing? I don't know the word.
Yeah, but we know enough.
Okay. Well, let's jump into it, I guess.
And we kind of broke it up into sections again. Personal, pop culture, and random.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you right now. I kind of followed. I kind of did it.
That's cool.
Okay, but we could start with personal.
Okay.
You go first. Okay. We're going to have to edit this.
No, I think we should keep it in so they see what we're really like.
I think we're both feeling a little self-conscious because...
You go first.
All right. My first one is a rollover from last year.
Okay.
Like FSA money. We're going to travel internationally together. That is on my 2025 bingo card for sure this time.
Okay.
Not just local to Vegas or LA or poor LA. We should talk about that later.
Vegas is also sort of international. They have Paris. They have Venice.
We might as well just go to Epcot Center then. And the second one is we are going to have a podcast sponsor. Again, also a rollover, but I still honestly find it very relevant.
Yes, and
Good
sponsors,
goals.
if you're listening, we will charge you a very cheap rate.
I also listen to a lot of podcasts because there was such a lull during the holiday weeks.
Yeah.
And all these kind of not so great podcasts have a lot of ads in them.
Totally agree.
I guess they're not sponsors. They're just like ads that are inserted in. But
maybe
still,
we don't know how to activate
one
that.
of those we will have as well. So hopefully you'll hear an ad in the future, listeners.
Yes. And please be supportive and don't get mad. That's yours?
Yeah, those are two of mine.
I have 3 because I was like, when something sucks, you like throw more at the wall. So hopefully one of them is good. Mine is actually related. I use my passport at least one time.
Oh, but not with me.
Well, maybe with you.
Okay.
I just wanted to keep it broad. Like, I'm more likely to hit if my circle is bigger.
True. Oh, I'm sorry. I have another one.
Okay.
Is that I will go to Europe.
Ooh, that's more specific.
It's very specific because I'm going to manifest it.
Yeah, I know. You're already planning to have a Europe trip, you said, by yourself. No kids.
Because I have such PTSD from my trip.
You should do it for sure. Okay. This is also a rollover from 2024 because it didn't happen. One of my side hustles becomes a legit part-time gig. And then after that, I typed, haha. So there's my faith in it. But, okay.
So transparent.
Last year, it's nothing to write home about, but I sold 40 items on Etsy.
That's pretty crazy.
And that is more than one a month. So
way more than one a month.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not making a lot of money off of it, but
what is your most popular design?
It's so funny. It's like kind of Giggly Squad inspired. It's just a sweatshirt that says too much admin. I think that's my most popular one.
Do you get good reviews?
I think I have like 5 reviews, but they're all 5 stars.
Amazing.
Yes.
See, it's just the foundation. It's like you designed it, you said it, and you forget it.
Crawl. And yes, it completely is passive, except for when I like upload new designs. Yeah. So I uploaded some new Chinese New Year ones, which were not popular.
Oh,
but also
it's not Chinese New Year yet.
I'm doing completely passive versus last year. I did run some ads. They're pretty cheap on Etsy, but I read like if you're truly doing passive, you shouldn't because sometimes you'll go negative because you don't sell anything, but you're constantly running ads. So now I don't run any ads. I just put it up there and I think it's hurting me for Chinese New Year because I'm sure there's a lot of competition.
Yeah.
And I'm not like trying to push my
As long as the Etsy platform doesn't go away, you'll just keep making money into perpetuity.
It just trickles ever so slowly.
Yeah, who doesn't love some
I love
passive
it.
income?
And same with our little plug for our Amazon storefront. If people want to go visit that, you don't even have to buy what we're suggesting. If you click through the link, we get a little commission on your purchases.
And we can't do it, so you can do it, listeners.
Please. If you love us at all.
As I talk about canceling Amazon.
Don't say that. What if Amazon wants to sponsor us?
Love Bezos. Just kidding, I don't.
He's not even the CEO anymore.
But come on, he's a face.
And then my third one is I discover a niche hobby. And this I think I'm trying to manifest because I feel boring.
A niche hobby.
And I think like I spend too much of my time being anxious about my children.
Yes.
So instead, I would like to find a niche hobby.
Yeah, I think distractions
to develop
are really good.
myself. And I'm inspired because I saw on TikTok, this woman said, I'm a 53-year-old starting ballet.
I got the same TikTok.
And I was like, if she's 53 and can start something and be like happy about it, I can start something too.
I think you should get a buddy to do it with you. I mean, not me. My full-time distraction, niche hobby is my job.
Would you like to trade it in for a niche hobby?
I would. I would love to.
We gotta work on those sponsors then.
Okay, there's too much laughing right now. We gotta get through this.
Let's be serious. Okay.
Wait. So, are you leaning in any direction? Do you have any
Not
ideas
at all.
what this niche hobby will be?
No.
Do you consider something like crocheting a niche hobby?
Yes, because I also saw a TikTok of a woman who crocheted the cutest like star outfit for her baby. So her baby looked like a little star. And I was like, I wish I had that talent.
Because crochet is actually quite popular. So I don't know.
I don't think I'll be good at it.
As niche anymore. Like niche should be like
bug collecting.
Yeah.
Which I'm not gonna
do. Or like
do.
archery as a mom.
Break dancing.
See you at the Olympics.
Oh my gosh. That would be crazy.
Okay,
we're getting two out there.
Pop culture.
Yes.
The first one that I have is, I guess, kind of recent. Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni go to court. Neither of them settle because they're both too egotistical.
Good one. I thought you were going to predict who wins the case, though.
I have no idea because the more I look into it or the more things get served to me, I feel like you just don't know the full story. Like when someone is arguing with another person, like if I'm arguing with my husband, I just feel like we both have our own sides and the truth is somewhere in the middle.
Both is they both have things that are true and both have things that are more subjective.
Yeah, they're true, but they may not be true all the time.
It seems like, though, that Blake has done more lying, at least in what's come out, where she's twisted things. Like, didn't she say there was no intimacy coordinator? And then there's proof that he said, I hired this intimacy coordinator. She's like, okay, cool, I don't need to meet them.
Right.
So it's like, if she's blatantly lying about stuff, it makes it seem more shady.
There's a lot of weird conspiracy theories, too, out there. But I just feel like we don't have the full context of this argument.
Right.
And they both seem very...
You're not prepared to take a stance.
I'm not prepared because I don't know it enough. And I also don't care enough.
Okay.
But for some reason, they just keep getting served to me because I keep watching all of them.
Okay. What else?
Do I have to go? Let's go back and forth.
Okay.
Because I'm a little embarrassed to go through my whole list.
I said TikTok gets saved.
My next one was TikTok too.
What was yours?
Well, today they're actually having that hearing, right, with the Supreme Court.
Oh, is it today?
It happened today at 10 a.m. Eastern, I think. So,
when do we find
neither
out?
of us know what's happening, but I said TikTok ban happens, but then it gets reversed.
Oh.
Somehow.
I like it.
Ooh.
Okay, my next one is Nikki Glaser and Ali Wong have a collaboration.
Oh, cool.
Which I just feel like Nikki Glaser's having a moment, and I'm really happy for her. And since they're both female comics that people love, wouldn't that be fun?
That would be fun. What kind of collabs do comedians do,
I have no idea.
though?
I mean, they could do a movie because Ali Wong has done movies or I don't know.
Does Nikki do movies?
I have no idea.
She could.
She
totally could. My next one is Travis and Taylor get engaged.
Ooh.
A
next step.
I'm really 50-50 about this, Emily.
I like your Justin and Blake thing. I don't really care about Taylor and
I
Travis.
would be perfectly fine if she became single again and came out with a great album and then dates a billionaire.
She has a ton more songs about him. Mine, I like how we said two for each and we both have more than two. I said Wicked 2 wins Best Musical.
Oh.
Because they didn't win the Golden Globes.
Who won?
So I've been seeing on TikTok, and I know it's unfair because I haven't seen the movie, but there was another musical, Amelia Perez or something.
Oh.
And Zoe Saldana's in it. Selena Gomez is in it, but I didn't hear anything about it.
Zoe Saldana.
She's in a lot of stuff. She was just in Lioness, which I told you about. Maybe not on the pod.
Okay.
But she's also Gamora in
Who's Gamora?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay. I don't know.
She's these are all like you can't recognize her. She was in Avatar. She was like the main girl Avatar.
Oh, the main original Avatar?
Yeah, the girl one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's her.
Okay, I know
She's
her.
in a lot of stuff.
I mean, she was an Avatar, though, so I don't really know what she looks like.
But I guess they had a musical, and people keep posting on TikTok. It's only one clip, so it's very unfair. Like, we don't know the movie and all that stuff, but it's like in a hospital. The singing sounds like talk singing, and I think it's about like maybe like gender changing because they're like, a penis, not a vagina. Like, and people are like, we thought this was an SNL skit, but this is what won Best Musical over Wicked, you know? So people are upset.
Is Best Musical a new...
It's Best Comedy or Musical. So it is kind of hard to win in that.
I do remember on Giggly Squad, they were like, why the hell is comedy and musical like clumped into the same category? They're so different.
Totally agree. And also, why is The Bear a comedy? Because they won some stuff and did not make me laugh.
And my next one is Elon and Trump.
Wait, do you have 4?
I'm sorry. I told you I didn't really follow the rules.
Okay.
Once I started, I just kind of like kept thinking of them.
Okay.
Elon and Trump break up because they're kind of in a relationship together. Again, because they're both egomaniacs. Mm-hmm. They both love power.
It just takes like one disagreement.
Yeah. And it's going to happen sooner than you think, I think. But I do wonder where all his money's going to go. All $400 billion.
I can't imagine having that kind of money. What would, like...
You don't need that much money.
What is my life like?
Completely unnecessary.
Will I still look for deals?
I think at $400 billion, you might not.
I don't know.
You're like, I can't buy this yet. Gotta wait for that BOGO.
Wait for the Black Friday sale. Okay. I don't have any more because I did 3.
I have one more. Okay. But I don't have any in random.
Really, listeners, apologies for all the laughing. We're not drunk or anything.
I did have a lot of coffee.
I had none.
The last one is Kim Kardashian, unfortunately, runs for some kind of office.
Unfortunately, but hasn't she done a lot for like incarcerated people? I feel like she went to the White House and talked to somebody about...
I guess so. Yeah. But I do think she'll be one of those...
It might be about time in her character arc because I don't know much about her anymore. Like, she needs something to be in the spotlight.
Well, she has Skims.
Oh, yes.
Which is super
Skims
popular.
Does so well.
I think we don't know that much because we're not.
I used to watch the Kardashians here and there.
Oh, did you?
I wasn't a regular, so I never knew like what was going on. But I would like have it on from time to time. And honestly, they didn't bother me.
They still have a big show.
Oh.
The Kardashians on Hulu. Like they're no longer keeping up with the Kardashians. And it's doing very well. It's very popular. They're all billionaires at this point. I'm like, don't worry.
I know. I mean, they've got it good.
I don't know. I don't like him. So that's kind of where my head is at. I don't like the Kardashians.
You put in a judgment and a prediction.
So that's why I said unfortunately runs for office. I mean, she went to law school for a reason.
Yeah. Good point.
We'll see. All right. Random.
Okay. I have 2 random.
This is all you.
We meet someone famous because of the podcast. Kind of manifesting.
Famous?
But I don't know.
Like a D-list?
Anything.
I'm happy with that.
Like, it would be fun. I just feel like the podcast needs to like take us places this year. Not that I don't love it, but
it's taken us to a new place in our friendship.
It truly has. It's almost like a test of could we go into business together, right?
Yeah.
And we haven't had any.
We haven't had to make any business decisions.
But also, like, we see each other's sort of working styles.
Yeah, true.
And you don't get mad when I'm late perpetually.
You are so understanding when I don't know what I'm doing.
Anyway, and my last one is so irrelevant, but someone we know gets a pet. I just want to win. I just want to do better than I did last year. So really throwing random things out there.
Okay. Like a dog or
any
a
pet.
Bird?
A hamster.
A turtle?
I just feel like maybe some of our friend group, the Because what I see is a pattern of if you have a pet already, then it doesn't matter. Like we already have a dog, we're stuck with it. But if you don't have a pet, after you have kids, your kids have to reach a certain threshold before you explore a pet.
Yeah.
But many people do that as like, oh,
Yeah.
my kids are getting old. It's almost like filling this void of like a baby.
Interesting.
And they get a pet. Or the kids ask for a pet.
I would never want to fill that void. I was thinking more along the lines of
The kids ask
wanna
for
have
it.
a pet.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just hoping someone gets a pet this year.
It's definitely not going to be me. I'm pretty against it.
Watch
at this
you get
point.
like a fish. A hermit crab.
Fish. Okay, fish I can see.
Or you like accidentally win it at Great America.
Oh yeah, I know. Or those carnivals at school.
I'm going to secretly hope for that.
Tyler, come play this game. Everybody wins.
I'm just going to bring you one.
Okay, that was fun. We'll revisit
us.
this
Yes.
in the end of the year, which sadly is going to come.
It's going to come
than you
so
think.
fast.
I may or may not have the same rant about my children. Hopefully not.
Okay. Moving on to pop culture.
Yes. Have you seen this no buy trend on social media? No buy 2025?
I've seen people say like the people were doing it in 2024 too, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's more like overconsumption has gotten like kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Especially with all the ads that are being served to us, and you see people, you know, getting commission from like
Totally.
selling things
Yeah.
to you. And so you do get brainwashed in a way if you're scrolling or doing scrolling on social media quite a bit. So a
Yeah.
lot of people are doing like this no buy 2025.
Okay.
I need to do, I can't commit to the full year, but I need to do a version of this for myself for at least 6 months.
Ooh,
I'm gonna
that's
do
hard.
at least 3 months. Up to 6 months. Only buying necessities and only like nothing for myself. Like no shoes, no clothes, like no skincare, no makeup.
I am with you on skincare because why have I unearthed 3 unopened moisturizers?
Why? Why?
It's because it's like, oh, a good deal.
Yes. Or like, oh, I love this one. Oh, I want to try this one because I
Yeah.
can influence.
Yeah.
But when I came back home from Taiwan, like before Taiwan, I bought a shitload. Influenced a lot by you,
Black
Emily.
Friday. Oh, excuse you.
You're the one telling me about these deals.
It's true.
You do find a good deal. And I got a lot of stuff for presents and all of that, but I also bought a lot of stuff for myself too,
Yeah.
and my kids. And when I came back from Taiwan, there were all these packages. I was like, I don't even remember what I
Did
bought.
you like kind of feel like an influencer though because you didn't know what was inside?
No, I felt like I was wasting money because I was like, I clearly don't need this because I came back from Taiwan with a bunch of stuff as well.
Right.
So it was just too much stuff.
Yeah.
As I look around the house, I'm like, why?
I know. Sometimes I just want to like throw everything
And
away.
the boxes piss me off too. Okay, so anyways, that's a big thing too because, well, unfortunately, a lot of people in America are in debt too, and people just
True.
continue to swipe their credit card, and it's a very good way to just be like cognizant about budgeting.
Yeah.
Kind of do a reset on your finances.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay, so that's
I will try to join you for 3 months.
okay. 3 months. Let's do it.
Okay.
Only stuff for like the
Nothing frivolous for myself.
nothing.
Okay.
Wait, can we get coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think nothing that like
Material. Like,
comes into the home and stays.
okay. I like that rule.
Because like you could buy a snack.
Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
you're
a
right.
cookie.
You're right.
Yeah. I think it's more like buying a new sweater or buying new shoes, like
Yes.
you said.
Yes.
No skincare.
No skincare, absolutely not.
Okay.
And that leads to, I don't know why it's called this, Project Pan.
Have not heard that.
Maybe it's because I'm on the no buy algorithm, but Project Pan is essentially like, you are not going to buy anything related to skincare or makeup, hygiene products until you finish whatever you have at home in that same category.
Wow.
Absolutely nothing. And when I see the girls that have bought the stuff online, I'm like, okay, thank God I'm not that bad. Like I felt like I had a lot, but they have like bins and bins full of stuff.
For real?
That look like they're influencers, but they're not.
Oh my gosh.
Like, they bought all of them. Like, why do I randomly bought this $40 Dior lip oil.
Oh.
I mean, it's great.
That
I
sounds cool,
kind of
yeah.
like it. Yeah. But it was completely unnecessary when I have like 3 other lip things in
Lip
my little
stuff
pouch.
gets out of control so
'Cause they're kinda
easily.
cheap,
They're
you
the
know?
cheapest, and also like you can have variety. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
I could use this one day and this another day, and then suddenly you have too many.
And sometimes you try and you're like, oh, this is not as moisturizing as I thought it was going to be. And you're not
Yeah.
going to go return it.
Right.
So it is what it is.
Yeah. Okay, I like that too. I think my problem also is I forget what I have because I don't have like an optimal. Right now, it's just like everything's just like thrown under the sink. And I wish I had like more space so I could see what I have.
Go searching next time like a product runs out.
I know. I think before I purchase anything, I have to go look. Like that should become the way that it works.
Yeah, agreed.
But I'm going to forget.
No.
The next time the VIB sale comes out.
No. I'm not even going to say anything because that's also my bad. I'm always like, hey guys, the Sephora sale's coming.
You're our Rouge provider. Also, I shouldn't say anything. And we have 6 months, so it should be okay. The Saks credit.
No, we're going to go to San Francisco one day. We're going to get that gift card. We're not going to buy anything.
Okay. Next.
Yes.
So obviously, we can't just like ignore the fact that a big fire tragedy is happening in SoCal because we're in NorCal.
It's crazy.
And it's very sad. We're not going to talk much about it, but this is sort of pop culture and also related to the fire. Randomly, this guy became kind of viral overnight. I think he already had like over 10,000 followers on TikTok, but a skunk showed up in his yard after the fires and it was like not in good shape and people got super invested. He kept posting updates like, oh, people are telling me to give it water. So I like, it can't even move that much. So I poured water near him. People are telling me to give him like dog or cat food. So he like threw some kibble near. And Paris Hilton even commented on his video saying like,
she is an animal lover, right?
But then sadly, the next day, the skunk didn't make it. And so many people, including myself, were like heartbroken. Yeah. And it's really sad, I think, because we know like it's not just this one skunk, right? It's like how many hundreds or thousands of animals. And of course, all the people who lost their homes. But also, it's the beauty of TikTok that like strangers are coming together rooting for a skunk.
Yeah.
Right? Like what other platform in the world can do that for you? I think none.
Truly none. Like the algorithm is unmatched.
Yeah, and he named it Solo the Skunk.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah. So I was very invested.
I would be too. That's really sad.
Everybody was rooting. And he was like, I tried to call like the animal rescues, but obviously they're like
it's
overloaded.
Not the first priority.
And they're like, just try to help it there. And
yeah. Well, I'm glad he gave him some water again.
Yeah. And people were like,
way to make it
at least he like felt your love. And, and you know, it's true.
You're not
like,
just dying
he wasn't alone. Yeah.
Oh, that's so
I'm
sad.
sorry to bring that.
I've been watching the fires on that app, Watch Duty.
Yeah. I didn't download it.
Okay. I'll show you. It's such a good app. And I'm so sad that I'm pretty sure we're going to have to use it in NorCal.
I know.
Or maybe we have used it in NorCal in the past.
Yeah.
But I've been watching it because my brother lives down there too. And like seeing all the fires pop up is so crazy.
Yeah.
And you can see like the number of acres that are burning and how quickly that number increases as well. And like which areas are in evacuation and which ones are like perfectly safe too, which is like Redondo Beach, Palos Verdes area.
Yeah.
But the whole LA area is red.
I know. It's so crazy. And I feel like every year you kind of expect fires, but this was just so crazy because of those winds.
Yes. And in January too.
Yeah. Is it the right time?
No.
It was just very dry.
Very dry, yeah.
And the winds looked crazy. Like I saw another video, I think Victor showed me, a ton of like big trucks were turned sideways on the highway. And so it's like someone was just driving down and it was like 10 huge trucks because of that wind just knocked them over. And then as they got further, there were some big trucks just hiding next to a wall because that's all they could do. And it's like, if the wind is that crazy, I understand why the fire is like spreading.
Totally. And why there was 0% containment for so long.
I think now they're able to go and like scoop water from the ocean and like getting access to water more, right?
Yeah. It's become oddly political too because
people turn everything political.
I don't even want to get into that. Interesting. Okay. Thanks for sharing about Solo the Skunk.
Yeah.
I saw some...
R.I.P. Solo the Skunk.
Family wellness. Did I put this or did you put this?
I put this. It's also related to the fire, but I think like it's a good reminder for everyone because who knows, life is so unpredictable. There's been something going around just like being ready for an emergency evacuation. I think most of us don't think about like what would I take in an emergency. I think it is good to have like a plan in place and maybe talk about it with your spouse or roommate or whoever, or just with yourself. But here are, I guess, guidelines or suggestions. It's called Grab the 6 Ps honestly, it's 6 P's, but I would never remember this.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that easy. So people and pets, obviously. I don't think you need to even put that on the list. Papers, phone numbers, and important documents. That one, I don't even know. What are my important documents? Like
Passports, birth certificates.
Yeah, social security card.
Yeah.
Does that matter?
I feel like passport mainly.
Yeah. Prescriptions, vitamins,
Yes.
and eyeglasses.
Good
which
ones.
only Victor has to remember that in my house. Pictures and irreplaceable memorabilia. I feel like we're actually all very lucky that so much stuff is digital now. It's not as important, but like my parents' house, for example, like all our baby pictures, like you can't replace those.
Yeah.
Personal computer, hard drive, disk. That's a good one, but I don't have that much.
I mean,
of
maybe
hard
just our
drives, I think.
laptop.
Yeah. And then plastic is the last P.
What?
For credit cards. They were just really trying to make the P's work. Credit cards and cash.
Yeah, I think the cash one is important.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that thing where people were saying, like, if you have home insurance, you want to make sure that you take a video of everything, like every single room in your house, because they're going to make you prove that you had something.
How can you prove it?
Through a video, like basically the only way. So take pictures,
So
take
right now we
videos.
should all do that and save it down in like Google Drive or something.
Yeah, and open up your drawers and cabinets and like get close-ups of things.
That's a
'cause
good idea.
The only way to have some kind of proof, quote unquote. Another thing that I saw was like, if you really need to get out fast and you're like supposed to bring some clothes, like people say, bring your dirty hamper. Because sometimes like people spend so much time thinking about like, well, what do I need? What am I going to wear? Where is it? Dirty clothes are the ones that you've been wearing. And so
That's true.
It's easy to grab. You have like full outfits in there probably, like socks, underwear.
That's
and you're going to
smart.
get to a place where you're going to have a washing machine, hopefully.
Yeah.
Another one I saw was like you don't know how bad things are going to get, but like bring a water bottle for yourself so you can like easily fill it up anywhere.
Very smart,
and keep it
too.
clean.
Yeah.
Because there also is like a water shortage in LA too, because there's not clean water in some of the areas, or at least in the evacuation zones. It's crazy.
Crazy. So
And so scary.
yeah. I know we're not even there, but it feels so close to home because I feel like in the past, fires were mostly like in the big, like foresty areas. It wasn't a lot of like homes or buildings destroyed in here. Now it's like thousands of people. I think we both probably know at least like 2 degrees of separation, someone who lost their home.
Yes.
And that's just crazy.
Like their entire house, everything.
Their house, their car. Did you see on TikTok there was a couple who was like vacationing in Mexico and they found out that
did.
like everything burned down. There's nothing they could do.
What was so crazy is I could see people posting footage of like their houses or their neighbors' houses burning down. I'm like, wow, they still have Wi-Fi. Like, how did they get access to that footage?
Maybe
Through
it's
their
just on their
app.
phone.
But through the app though, right? Oh, maybe it was saved before the.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like on their security
Because
cameras.
like Ring is connected to the Wi-Fi.
Oh, good point.
But it's sad.
Yeah. Hope everyone stays safe. Hope things get better by the time this podcast goes out.
Hopefully they'll have contained it a lot more by now.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of thinking too on like what I would take, and it's really hard. Oh, another thing is like know where things are.
That is a struggle.
Sometimes people don't exactly know where their birth certificate is or even their passport.
We have it all in like one location.
Okay,
So
grab that and go.
yeah. Don't tell the robbers who are listening.
So, all right, let's go on to random.
Okay. Hopefully this is yours because
this
it does
one is
not ring a
mine.
bell.
I was on LinkedIn.
Uh-huh.
And this popped up on my feed.
Okay.
I put old man on LinkedIn. He is a lead telecom engineer, oil and gas. You know how you
Okay.
like just get stuff in your feed?
Yeah.
This is what he wrote. Over the last 6 months, I have noticed that some recruiters, mostly female recruiters, but not exclusively, have the habit of deleting emails without reading them. When questioned, they all have the same answer, which is, it must have gone into my spam folder and I just deleted all of those messages. I have no doubt that sometimes a message can incorrectly find its way to the spam folder. What I should say to these recruiters, and you know who you are, check your spam box before deleting anything. That one factual message you delete would have given you a nice bonus. I always, if a deleted without being read message is received, send another copy, as I understand sometimes accidents do happen. Lastly, and recruiters, take note, if both messages experience the same result, I will be posting you, your company, and email address here on LinkedIn.
Whoa.
The picture of this guy, the way he looks, is exactly what you imagine in your head.
To see.
I mean, it's hard to see because I took a screenshot. But basically an all white man.
Oh my gosh. He looks like he could be from like the 1800s.
But he works in oil and gas. And he's currently open to work.
No one says you have to read emails you receive.
And
I don't understand that.
Female recruiters.
I don't know. But also, that is the weirdest thing to say because no one is required to read your emails unless you're in the same company and you're working together. If you're like reaching out to a recruiter, they're totally allowed to not respond.
100%.
It's like you don't have to pick up every phone call you get.
So the comments, thankfully, are aligned with our thinking. And there's just like a lot of memes in this comment thread, which is not that common
on LinkedIn.
Yeah. And people are like, I'm going to tell you right now, but this is not it. And then they like called him, obviously, they were like some people were trying to educate him. Some people were like, this is like really sexist. And like, this may be why you don't have a job.
Yeah. And it's not going to help him get a job.
And when I looked at it, I was like, oh, this guy is like probably going to delete this post. Someone wrote, there's still time to take down this post. But today when I looked, he was like commenting and responding to all these people.
In a mean way?
Defending himself as to why it's important to like not delete your spam messages without reading them.
Interesting.
So there's still people out there like that like have awareness that that is not an okay thing to post.
So strange.
So strange. And
why did LinkedIn serve it to you?
I think because it was getting a lot of engagement. I have no connection to this person, not even close.
Interesting.
But he is a lead telecom engineer.
Interesting. Well, good luck, old man, on LinkedIn.
And most recruiters are female.
That's true.
I think.
Just offending all of his potential leads.
All right. Well, thanks for listening.
Thank you.
See you next week.
Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye.